walking Oblivion style, currently in Cyrodiil, and we're going third person for a little bit. I can change it to first person though, no worries there. See, yeah, there's our hand-to-hand combat. Now, welcome to the Streamscapies. I'm about 2 miles out of, well, away from the area that I parked my car. It's a little windy today. But today, since it's Saturday, I decided we're only going to do a little walking, no actual jogging. No jogging for us, the Scapies. Sorry, we had some people coming by. Alright, we're good. Well, thank you for joining, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good... What's today? I have to think. I actually don't remember. Happy Saturday. There we go. I remembered. Yeah, we got a bit of a family coming through on bikes. Shall we? Let me see any more. You guys see anybody back there? I don't. Yeah, there's a couple of people. So yeah, my apologies if the video is a little bit pixely. I am streaming directly through my phone. You guys see, well, maybe not see, but you can hear some of the local wildlife. Just recently re-dyed my hair this past Memorial Day weekend, so last weekend. You guys want to see it? I know. I hear some of the local wildlife escapees coming from house area back there. Hopefully the dog doesn't get loose. If it does, we'll catch it on film. That'll be like the only saving grace there. So anyways, I walked 2 miles out today and I'm walking 2 miles back. I still have my busted up old shoes, escapees, I know. My newer ones, they actually, well, I bought them about, I want to say like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. Well, they finally, I noticed, I've worn a hole at the bottom of both of those other shoes that I used to wear. So I've been back to my old shoes here. I'll show you guys real quick. Yep, so I got my old shoes again. Yeah, perfect timing too, because we just got passed by somebody. Which, could have sworn we thought nobody was back there. Maybe not. There's one more person though that had passed me on the way this way. So, possibility for one more person at least, probably more, to pass by. Oh, I'll show you guys what I found on the pathway earlier. You're not gonna believe it, because I do find somebody on Twitter, and it's true. They commented that I happen to find a lot of food and other things on the road and stuff. One time I found weed. We're in Washington State, so the weed stores are kind of that way, not too far away. And so I find a lot of weird stuff on the ground here. Well, today, believe it or not, you guys want to see a tractor? I know I got distracted. He's gonna pass this pretty quickly. Today I found a can of soda. And the weird part, y'all might be thinking like, can of soda, it's not special soul. Well, the special thing about this can of soda is it's not been touched, it's not been opened. So, you know, that's interesting. Somebody just leaves a full can of soda completely unopened for who knows what reason. I mean, it's in direct sunlight too. We're coming kind of close to it. I'll show you guys. I'll point. We're still far away, but it's around here. Let me stop too. It's around this area right there. Unless one of those people on the bikes decided to pick it up, because that's very much possible as well. I'm merging to the other side of the road, escapees. We're coming back this way, everyone. I do want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope everyone's having a good start to their weekend so far. Mine's not been too bad. Alright, so in a little bit, we're going to have that family of bikers come back this way. I might just smile and nod. I don't know. I'll pretend that I see nothing. So we've been having a lot of thunderstorms going on in our area lately. And so that's why you can kind of see that at least it's a nicer weather day. There's clouds and all that, but nothing too bad. Nothing too horrible. Alright, we're gonna have some family start passing us here. That won't be too bad, hopefully. Alright, good. Over here, I'm giving you a tour now, escape me. We have the, it's like where you get your CDLs if you want to drive semi-truck. That is one option, of course, available. That's always good. Alright, so we're getting close to that soda. I still see it there. I'll go ahead and flip the camera over. We should do some public interviews one of these days. Hello there, how are you doing? Hi, I'm a reporter for Soul TV. Yes, that's SOUL TV. You can find me at Soul_skate at Twitch and all social media platforms. Anyways, we're out here, beautiful weather, a little breezy, calls for thunderstorms later tonight. That's why I'm out here right now. Now I'm using my reporter voice. Okay, so, crazy enough, just a little recap for any new viewers we have in here. It's true, as you've seen some of my social media, I do find the weirdest stuff out on this pathway. And just even outside of my house the other day, somebody left 2 of those fruit cups. Well, 3 altogether. 2 of them were mango, 1 was watermelon. And they looked so delicious, dude. I ended up not touching them or anything, just left them there. They were in the sun too, on top of my garbage can behind my house. And somebody eventually picked them up. Makes me wish I had a camera out there. I don't know who picked them up, but... Alright, so we're coming up to that soda. Crappy segue, but speaking of finding weird stuff, you guys will never believe what I found today. We're getting close to it, if you can see it. Start looking right here. There is a soda. It's a squirt soda pop soda, carbonated beverage, however you want to call it. But the weird thing about it is it's actually not open. Not at all. It's a perfect soda. It's not open at all. Nope, it's just out here in the middle of nowhere. That's the pathway that we walked. You can kind of see the bikers back there. They might be coming back for another round. Here's the soda again. Completely unopened. And we have about a mile to walk that way before we complete. But yeah, so I took a little video of that earlier too. But today on What Did We Find on the Pathway? Crazy soda. No. I mean, the weird part about that is that, look, you find all sorts of already open or half drink containers and stuff. I guess the craziest thing, you know, about that soda is that it's fully closed, completely sealed. You know, nobody's drank it, nothing. But I'm leaving it there. It's still back in that area. Alright, we're coming up to a crossroads. Alright, I just looked around everywhere. Looked all 17 different directions. So I think we're good. Yeah, we're looking for ghosts. No, that'd be amazing. No, I think the best out here, this sounds terrible. the best, quote unquote, let's say the worst out here that we might capture. I don't even want to talk about some of these, but possible dog attack on me. I'll keep the camera running. We might get banned though. I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. That'd be awful. That's one of the worst things we could catch. We could catch a car collision, possible car collision, you know, between intersections. Once again, you know, that'd be awful too. Terrible, terrible. This is the local highway right there. There's a lot of intersections. Even this guy just came from that intersection I crossed. Over here on this side, we have I-82 freeway. So we could catch a collision up there as well. Once again, I wouldn't want that to happen. Just, you know, I guess spontaneously there could be an airplane or something, or a meteor. Well, you know what? Now you got me thinking. I kind of want to come out here at night. No. Probably shouldn't. There's homeless folks out here. And, let's just say there's not been some good activity around my part of Cyrodiil lately. Now we're going with the Oblivion theme escapees. We can go first person real quick too. Equipable item right here. Soul Escape equips rock. Yeah. That's my hand to hand. Yeah. I'm trying to do the dark elf sounds. You know how the dark elf has a really like awkward voice? Is that Pathwolf? Or Halifax? I don't know why I can never read your name. My apologies. JFC Fuller. And the person with the blue name. Yeah, what's up? Mother Truck and T-Rex. Sorry, I had to like zoom in to read that blue. And I didn't want to have the camera all up in my face. So a little side note. I haven't worn it yet, but I do have a Soul Escape hat that I got from my Streamlabs merch store. And I will start wearing it. It's just I don't want to get it, you know, dirty, stained up. Sometimes hair dye will leave little colors on your hat. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. But yeah, so I will be, you know, wearing a cool Soul Escape hat. Hopefully advertising our stream out here to, you know, the many, many millions of people who are on the pathway. I mean, they gotta know about the stream escapees. No, I'm kidding. I have a sweatshirt too that I swear I get these items and it's like I don't want to wear them because I really like them. I don't want them to get dirty, stuff like that. But yeah, I have a sweatshirt, a purple one with the Soulless Nun emote on the front. And you know, I've been wanting to wear that, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, we'll get really sweaty though, so it sucks. Yeah, a stream sniper. Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. Hand over any confiscated goods. Yeah. I forget what he says after that second part. Stop right there, criminal scum. Speaking of Oblivion, I have been playing some of my off-stream character recently. Let's see if there's anybody behind us. You guys see anyone? No, good. We can have our arm on this side. I have to switch arms every now and then, escapees. Cyrodiil's PvP territory. Oh no. Time about ESO. Forgot about that. I guess I better be ready for a battle then. Acceptable weapon escapees. Level 1 stick. Woo. Here we'll go third person for the level 1 stick. Oh, it broke! Ah! Boo 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 boo. Equipable throwable item. All right, but I'll be nice and, you know, get that out of there. I bike on this pathway too, you guys. I don't need any more obstacles accidentally flying up and hitting me in the face. My own level 1 stick from a previous day comes and hits me back in the face. Karma, no. And if you guys are having a good Saturday, woo! We're on the path to escapees today. I was like, I'm not feeling a jog. I jogged yesterday. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out there. I'm gonna do a little walking and call it good. I do have the bun going on today. Specifically because I was gonna go walking. They say, because there's been some weird stuff going on in my area lately. You know, people getting kidnapped and going missing, things of that nature. That's kind of why I was like, oh, maybe probably shouldn't head out here at night. Paranormal activity or not, it's probably not safe. Anyways, where was I going with that story, escapees? Oh yeah, the bun. So, you know, it's just a good rule of thumb, a tip, I suppose, that I heard a long time ago. It's harder to grab somebody from the hair if their long hair is up in a bun. If you have long hair and it's in a ponytail, it's a lot easier to just grab you and stuff. So I'm like, well, I'm walking today, I'm not even jogging or anything. I won't be going fast, so I'll need all of the advantages I can get. But now I haven't seen too many people besides bikers. Nobody else has been walking. Not yet, at least. We might see somebody closer to the parking area. Right here on the floor, you can see those dark patches. We're about to pass some more. That's where people graffiti. That is also why I'm wearing red and blue. You never want to, just as another weird rule of thumb, if you live in kind of a gang-related area, you never want to wear like full blue or full red. For example, red shirt, red shorts, blue shirt, blue shorts, because there have been people who've mistaken certain folks who are wearing pure red or pure blue for gang members and stuff. The one I remember particularly well was there's some guy who was, and it happened years and years ago, some guy was wearing a WSU Cougar sweatshirt, which is the school I graduated from, and what this shirt is also affiliated with. It's my Cougars Have Heart shirt. Go WSU, go Cougs. Woo! Somebody sadly was shot while wearing a Cougar sweatshirt, and it was a mistaken gang-related shooting. So they thought that that dude was a gang member, but he wasn't. He was just wearing a red sweatshirt with red shorts. And I guess at the wrong place at the wrong time, as they say. So yeah, I'm always kind of conscious about what I wear around here too. Although I'll admit, I did think about it. I was like, you know, gang members don't like their colors touching each other either. For example, I knew a person who was a member of the red gang, we'll say, and they, for example, wanted nothing to do with the color blue, and they also wrote all of their S's as Z's. Because the blue gang is associated with the South and the red gang is associated with the North. And so this member of the red gang that I knew, his last name had an S in it too, and he would write it as a Z and all that. And I thought he had legally changed his name and stuff. He's like, no. He goes, it's because I'm a Norteño, you know, I have to, he had to write his S's as Z's and all that stuff. Now the crazy part about that is that my neighborhood is actually kind of in a more bluer area. So needless to say, that friend never visited, not after high school. I know, yeah, things are weird, escapees. Luckily, a lot of that is kind of, you know, kind of like, well, I think it's still alive and well, but I'd say it's a lot calmer. Like, you know, you don't hear too much, at least around here, about, you know, those hardcore gang-related drugs and shootings and things. However, though, actually, no, during Cinco de Mayo, now that I think about it, there was a gang-related shooting over at the town that I live next to. They were celebrating their first Cinco de Mayo celebration and gathering since the pandemic. So the last couple of years, they haven't been throwing any Cinco de Mayo celebrations. Well, this year they decided to do that. And lo and behold, we have one crazy kid, yes, it was a kid, 13-year-old, whose big brother and cousins and stuff are affiliated with gangs. I'm not sure what color they are. But it turned out that a 13-year-old is responsible for the shooting over at the Sunnyside Cinco de Mayo festival. So that got shut down. That was on day one of the Cinco de Mayo celebration. So the whole weekend they were supposed to go, canceled, which I completely understand. I mean, nobody died, thank goodness, but a couple people got maimed and grazed. It's terrible. Alright, sorry about that, chat. Let's see. Yeah, dyed clothing. Yeah, like I don't get bothered about my hat having different colors on it. In fact, I just washed it. It might look a little cleaner. Washed it a couple days ago. But now I'm fine. Tie-dye. It's a wand. Razors in your ponytails, that's hilarious. Dude, I should stick a couple razors in the bun. Imagine getting home and forgetting you put razors in your hair and then you're all cut yourself. That's crazy. Anybody else have any like cool, crazy stories from their hometown? Or you know, wherever you happen to live? Everybody's like, yeah, shootings are common here, so you're not saying anything new. I hate that we have to say that too. It is very sad that all these mall shootings and things are occurring. But, you know, I won't go into that. Well, speaking of Oblivion, I have been playing my off-stream character a little bit. And she's been doing pretty good. Got her to level 6. I'm currently working on getting her to all +5 skills. All those good attributes. It is tedious though. Like I'll have to go into a cave with my off-stream character and I'll have to move the slider to either very, very hard or very easy depending on what skill I'm trying to level up. I'll have to put them on super easy if I'm trying to level up my heavy armor skill. Just let the enemies attack. And that's how you raise your heavy armor in Oblivion. The way that I raise my strength skills, my blade, hand-to-hand, what's the other one, blunt, is I will do the opposite. Where I will, the guy's going fast. I'll do the opposite where I'll raise the difficulty all the way up and I'll just go find a crab or something. I'll just attack it with whatever skill I'm trying to increase, whether it be hand-to-hand, blade, or blunt. Bop them with that blunt. Speaking of that, let's go first person. First person Oblivion. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. That's hand to hand. Ba 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 ba. Cool. Sorry if the stream is a little pixely. Streaming directly from my phone. Holding you guys via selfie stick. And we've also walked 1 mile. I'll be back on regular stream though, hopefully soon enough. Hopefully by tonight, we'll get some Oblivion and escapees. Last couple of days we've had thunderstorms galore. In fact, we are gonna have some tonight too. And sometimes my internet gets a little wonky. The stream will get all like terribly pixelated and stuff, even though I'm connected via Ethernet cable and all that. So I'll try to stream tonight, but I just hope it, you know, doesn't, hope the weather doesn't affect any of the stream quality. That would be not good. Anybody behind us? Nope. Oops. Now I'm the one that's walking off the edge. Well, thank you for hanging out, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm having a good Saturday so far. Woo! Oh, what's up, Canadians? Hey, thank you so much, Canadians, for the subscription. Ba 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 ba. Yay! Shout out to Canadians who has ascended in the stream. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Yeah, not enough swords. I like Skyrim better. Says Halifax. Me too. I like Oblivion a lot right now, actually. Plenty of swords. Come visit. Where do you live, Canadians? I'm in Cyrodiil right now. Washington State, United States. Yeah, it is a really nice day right now. But I'm trying to get out before it does rain though. True. Earlier I picked up a level 1 stick. We used that for a little bit. I don't see any around here right now. No level 1 sticks. A lot of level 0 rocks though. Pick up some rocks. Well, thank you again, Canadians, for the subscription. Yo, what's up, Quiver Room? How are you? Outside walking for a little bit. We are getting close to... Well, this is the way station for the freeway. All the semis and stuff like to stop there. So I want to say we're about half a mile away from where I parked the car. It's been a really nice day, you guys. Not too many people out here. The only encounters so far have been a couple single bikers and a cluster of a family of bikers. Hey, what's up, Street Lethal? And this is what I've spent my money on. What up, Street? Welcome in. Thank you for the subscription. We're doing some Oblivion IRL. Thank you, Street Lethal, for the 60 months. Woo, 60 years. Show the area. I used to do a lot more walking streams and stuff, but they do get a little pixely. I'm just on my phone, my data, so I don't have the best, you know. My apologies for that. But yeah, just getting a little exercise out here, goofing around. We're talking about a lot of things. School's out for rabbit. Just joking. Yeah, could have been a wand. Ron's wand. Ronald Weasley. Gosh, I can't, well, never mind, I shouldn't cap. Never mind. I just like how a lot of millennials got into Harry Potter like real hardcore. That's according to Facebook. Now we millennials are known for our love of Harry Potter. I'm like, hey. Some of us were half-hearted fans. No. Speaking of that, the other day on Facebook, the other day on Twitter actually, I tweeted that it was funny how some of the older millennials like to pretend that we 90s millennials don't exist and stuff. I forgot what I said that in reference to, but I don't know. Oh yeah. It's because it was a picture of Miley Cyrus and all that. And now, you know, I'm not necessarily a Miley Cyrus fan myself. I never watched Hannah Montana growing up. Nothing like that, but I knew of her, right? Because I was born in 1990. I grew up all throughout the 90s, the early 2000s, all that stuff. And so I always knew who Miley Cyrus was. And nowadays she's, what, 29 or so? So she was born in 1992, I think. And post on Facebook, man, it was just some lighthearted person saying, oh, you know, we grew up with Miley Cyrus, and how crazy it was. They had two side-by-side pictures, her in her Hannah Montana glory days, and her now with her tattoos and her hair and all that. And oh my God, there were so many mean people in the comments. Like, oh, she's so young, we didn't grow up with her, you know, and oh, I always hated Miley Cyrus. Oh, she looks like she takes a bath with, God, something terrible. Like she takes a bath with week old bath water in a tub, something stupid, you know. And I don't know, it was just a bunch of the older millennials like capping. And I went in there and I was like, hey, I'm 32, she's 29. I grew up, and the younger generation of millennials who were born in exactly 90, we grew up with Miley Cyrus, you know. It's funny how they like to pretend that we don't exist. And I think it's because some of us younger millennials, we do have some Zoomer tendencies. Which I'll admit, I may or may not have a few Zoomer tendencies. But yeah, that's what that tweet was about. I was like, it's funny how some of the older millennials like to pretend we younger millennials don't exist. And I think it's the same kind of for the older Zoomers. My nephew's like an older Zoomer, but I'd call him a millennial. He was born 95. So I think he made like that super young millennial cutoff. But he's definitely, you know, he's got some of those old school ideals mixed with those newer ones too. Speaking of my nephew, he's in jail right now. Ah, I know. Oh man. So if you've been watching the stream for the last few years, you'll notice that, you know, my family's got a few black sheep. I'm not the only one. No, yeah, my nephew actually has been getting in trouble recently. He's wrecked a lot of his cars. You know, his own mom, his biological mom, has disowned him for the second time. Because he keeps, you know, wrecking the cars and stuff that she gets for him or she helps him out with. And so my own mom, who helped to raise my nephew, he lived with us for a good 6 years growing up and stuff. You know, she's had to finally like cut him off too with helping him buy new cars and this and that. And well, anyway, long story short, with all those wrecks and stuff, my nephew got like a ton of tickets all racked up, things, fines he didn't pay and all that. Eventually led to a warrant out for his arrest. So he got, okay, so that happened. He did get arrested, but he was let out on work release, right? Well, lo and behold, the real reason my nephew is behind jail right now is because he escaped from his work release program. I'm like, oh my God. I asked my mom, how did that happen? And like, how do you escape from your work? Like, he took off, you know, from work. Kind of. What happened there was he did go to work, completed his whole shift, but he's supposed to be at home, kind of under house arrest during certain hours of the day. And I guess the way he escaped is that he did not make it home at a certain time. In fact, he was like hours and hours and hours past his curfew. And so they called that escaping from your work release program. So, man. But yeah, you know, things finally caught up with my nephew and stuff. So we hadn't heard from him for quite a while. My mom started calling around. Finally called his girlfriend, supposed baby mama. And yeah, she's like, oh yeah, he went to jail. He's been there for like a month or so. I think he'll stay there for a couple more months because he had like a lot of tickets and stuff. Hundreds of, well, okay, not hundreds, sorry. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of tickets. When my mom called, supposedly, I don't know who she talked to, but whoever she talked to said that my nephew had about like $20,000 in fines and stuff. I was like, holy crap. Jesus. You know, now I'm in debt that much for college and all that, but so, you know, I ain't pointing fingers. But geez, man. That could have been half a college degree nowadays. No. But yeah, so oh, another sad news, escapees. My dog, Tinkerbell now, my little black dog, she's got cancer. And it just kind of appeared out of nowhere. We've had Tinkerbell for a good 8 to 10 years, I want to say. And yeah, she just had a little bump that appeared on her nose. We took her in, made an appointment, took her in about a week later. And they did a biopsy. They found out it was cancerous tissue cells. And so they couldn't operate though. They can't operate because it's like on her sinus cavity thing. And so we've kind of, she's okay right now and stuff, but we've been having to give my dog little pills and little pain medicine and all that too. So, you know, that's why things have been kind of weird a little bit. Not the greatest of times right now over at Casa de Sol. That is my mom's favorite dog. She does hang out with my mom a lot. Now Lady is the brown dog. She's her youngest dog, and she's the one that's always hanging around with me and stuff if I'm going walking. But Tinkerbell is my mom's dog, so mom's taking it way hard. Which, you know, in turn makes the rest of the household kind of sad, you know. Or I mean, it just, you know, puts a gloom on everything, if that makes sense. Yeah, quick room, we're in Cyrodiil. Well, thank you for hanging out, escapees. Kicking it with me. We're in the mud crabs of this area, out in the boondocks. We're out way in the countryside. Oh, school's almost out in Canada? Nice. I think what's this? This is June. Oh, yeah, same here. School should be out at least in a few weeks too. About 3 weeks. Hey, school really is almost out. Oh, just saying that for fun. Yeah, Anne Rice was, I think she wrote the interview with the vampire, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, then my apologies. But yeah, I loved Interview with the Vampire. The movie too. I also read the book, I think it's called The Vampire Armand. He was kind of like a side character. I believe he was Antonio Banderas in Interview with the Vampire. That was Armand's character. I could be wrong about that too. But anyways, that character Armand, Anne Rice or whoever the author was, also wrote a book about him too. Pretty progressive for those times. I was a little kid reading that, and it was about, you know, like gay love and stuff. I was like, wow, you know, it's shocking. Of course I kept reading as a kid. Once again, yes, I am straight, so, you know, all the extra stuff about gays and same sex and all that, that was interesting, you know? As somebody who's not going to experience it themselves and all that. As someone whose biological clock is ticking away, no! No, I'm kidding, I'm good. I'm good for a few more years, you guys. Well, thank you again for hanging out, escapees. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Thank you for the 2 subscriptions. We had Canadians and Street Lethal. Bless your hearts. It was awesome and amazing. We are actually almost back to where I parked my car. So we've walked 2 miles out. That's where I park. Boop, boop. Found some crazy stuff on the pathway. Oh, we might get to see a motorcyclist. I'm not sure where they're at, I think. Oh, here they come, here they come. It's a car, it's a car. Ooh, I waved. They was racing for a little bit, escapees. They was racing. I'm like, yeah, let's get some content for the stream. No. But we were talking about that too. I probably wouldn't catch very many paranormal activities going on out here. But the worst I'd be able to catch would probably be rabid dog bite, which I hope never happens because I'd be the victim. We could catch a car crash on the highway. That'd be horrible too. We could we could catch a crash on the freeway. Oh, also terrible. But that's pretty much it. Maybe some planes, random UFO abduction. Once again, I hope that doesn't happen because I'd be the abductee. I'd keep the camera running, we might get banned. You know, Twitch doesn't like violence, even if it's, you know, violence we weren't expecting. Oh man. Oh, another thing that we saw on the stream today was a full can of soda. That will make it to one of my Instagram stories too. So if you're interested, keep eyeballs for that. Yes, what did we find on the pathway today, escapees? One unopened, completely sealed can of Squirt soda. And the weird part about that is that it was not opened. I'm used to seeing, you know, pee bottles, half-drink water containers, open cans of soda, but one that's just been fully sealed, just placed out in the middle of nowhere. Shocking. Content for days. No, I'm just joking. No, but it's been a fun time, escapees. Thank you for keeping me company on our 2-mile walk back. We did see all those things we just mentioned. We talked about some of that cool stuff. Talked about some sad stuff. Talked about things that were going on in my household that I hadn't mentioned too much. Thing with Tinkerbell, my dog having cancer. I mentioned it on social media that she was going to get her biopsy, but I never said what the results were. Which, you know, we do know it's cancerous cells, but we don't know if it is benign, which means it's not going to, you know, it is kind of growing and stuff. But we don't know if it's benign or it's not super life-threatening, or if it's malignant where it is going to be life-threatening. So we're just giving her medicine and seeing how it goes, you guys. But you know, I'll keep you updated on the Tinkerbell situation. It's just, you know, it's sad stuff, but you know, it breaks my heart. I still have my pinned tweet up for my other dog Shakira that we lost, I believe, 2020. And now Shakira hung out with me a lot, so I really felt that one too. But it's just, you know, it's gonna be hard and stuff, especially at the house. Ooh, what's up, Arctic Fox? Well, we're here. Made it. Back to the car. Yup. See, if I turn around, it's windy and stuff. That's why I was streaming on the way back over here. Because at least the wind is blowing my hair this direction. Well, thank you for hanging out, escapees. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm walking backwards now. It's good for the health. Alright, you guys, have a good one. Thank you again for everything. Thank you for kicking it with me. The 2 subscribers. Woo! Street Lethal Canadians. Good to see you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Hope to catch you later on an actual, I almost said Skyrim stream, on an actual Oblivion stream. We'll be kicking it back in Cyrodiil. As always, ever onward, ever forward. I'll catch you next time on the Soul Stream. Bye, Sparky. I saw you right there. Ever onward, ever forward, you guys. Bye. See you. Thank you.